Yo, what's up, everybody? This is Eric from Easy Computer Solutions, and welcome to the after party of the Samsung Galaxy S10 event. We ready to roll here. All right. Look, I got, trust me, I got a lot of stuff in store for you today. And I got Catwoman. She had technical difficulties. She's on her way. I also have somebody at the event that's going to join us, and we're going to have some fun. They're going to show us real live action at the event. And we're going to go through everything. Boss, Samsung really knocked it out the park. And listen, you got to get your credit card ready because we're going to have some high-price stuff going on. I see a lot of people in the stream right now. What's up with you? I see everybody's there. Are we ready for the Galaxy S10? This is the party. Woo! This is Eric from Easy Computer Solutions. Let's get with it. And yeah, I see notifications are going out. I got a lot of notes here, guys. I have a lot of notes, and we're going to discuss it. Also, I got people on location that's going to hit us up. We got people on location that's going to hit us up, and they're going to broadcast live. They're going to hit us up, and they're going to show us the phone in hand as we go along with the stream. Listen, man, Samsung did something different this year. I mean, they knocked it out the park in a lot of areas. I mean, we already knew what the phone looked like. So the rumor of the phone, it's been out for a long time. I mean, we've been seeing all the renders of the phone, but we didn't get to see the full action of the foldable phone. I got a video coming out specifically about foldable phones. Probably do that this weekend. But let's get into it. What's up? Which I see everybody coming to the stream. All right, so let's talk about it. Let's talk about the foldable phone, and we're gonna get into a whole lot of specs, and we're gonna talk about the things here. First of all, before I even discuss the foldable phone, I got a lot of notes. Before I even discuss, look, I got a lot of notes. Before I discuss the foldable phone, let's talk about the price. Okay, here we go. We got Catwoman in the building. Yes, you're back.
Hey, everybody.
What's up? What's up? All right.
Hey.
Catwoman in the building, and I was just about to start talking about the Galaxy Fold. Listen, before we even talk about the Galaxy Fold, let's talk about the price. The price. Before we even get into the specs and all kinds of stuff like that, let's talk about the price. $2,000. Let's just put it. Listen, this. I mean, they said what, 1980 or something. $2,000, and that's for the. They didn't talk about the upper version. This is the lower version for $2,000.
Yeah.
All right. $2,000 for the foldable phone. Let's talk about it. 4.6-inch display. Got two displays on it once you fold it out. You got a 4.6-inch display in the front. Now, let's talk about the display before we go into this other specs. What are your thoughts, Catwoman, about that front display? I don't know, man. I'm not liking it. The front,
when the guy with the shaky hands was using it at first, it looked good. But then when DJ Cold held it up, you could see the little seam in the middle.
Yeah, you saw like, bezel. Yeah, look. So yeah, you see like the top and bottom bezel. I mean, the screen like really tiny in the front. I mean, I thought that it was going to cover the whole display, but no. No, that thing is tiny. It got a huge bezel at the top and bottom. And then when you open it up, you get a 7.3-inch display.
Yeah.
6 cameras on this thing, right? 6 cameras on this thing. You got 3 in the back and 3 in the front?
Yes. So there was one so you can use like this. So it was 2 on one side, 1 on this side, and then 3 in the back.
Yeah. But you know, we've heard that this foldable phone was going to be $2,000. I've heard rumors that the upper tier was going to be probably $2,500. So we saw 2 tiers. He only talked about 1. So I don't know what the second tier is. I mean, I don't know, but it got dual speakers. It's going to come in 4 colors, and you could customize, some of the colors. It can do 3-app multitasking. All right, so we already, Android already does dual screen multitasking, but Samsung now with software in tow is going to give you 3-app multitasking. Okay, so I don't know. It looks good in theory. But we got to see what it's all about. All right, here we go. Now they talked about a 7-nanometer processor, but they didn't say what it was, whether that was going to be a Samsung chip or the 855. They didn't say that. So they said a 7-nanometer chip with 12 gigs of RAM, a 4380 milliamp battery in this thing. I don't know. Look, Samsung been working on this foldable phone for a long time. But you know what I noticed when he opened it up? That 1980. But you know what I noticed when he opened it up, Catwoman? What? I did see a seam in that display.
I did, yeah. So it was weird when it was being shot overhead, you couldn't really see the seam. But then when DJ Cole took it out of his pocket and opened it up, you could see like just a little bit of the seam.
Yeah, so I got one of my phones ringing. That's crazy. But yeah, so I noticed that
it's going to be available April 26th.
Yeah, April 26th. So I noticed that when it did fold open, we saw the seam.
Mm-hmm.
It's obviously no pencil support. Some people were saying that it.
You want me to see if I can find the video?
Well, I got Don. He's about to hit us up. He's about to hit the link. Okay. We about to see it.
Mm-hmm.
But
maybe he had a lemon in his hand.
I don't know, but when it fold out, I seen that crease, and I don't know about that. Like I thought, I mean, look, we saw, foldable phones and stuff like that. And, okay, we got Don.
Hey, Don.
Live, Don.
Hey guys.
Hey.
What's going on?
Hey, how you enjoyed the event?
Hey, I tell you what, I got here by the skin of my teeth, but I made it.
Yep. That's what I'm talking about. All right, so you in the showroom flow?
Actually, it is so crowded in this civic auditorium that I'm over here where they're serving the beer, free beer. I got me a light Belgium beer and a Sprite. I've been on an airplane since about 6 o'clock this morning, and I am parched. I haven't had time to stop to eat or anything, but
good deal. So,
yeah.
Are you able to get to a phone to show us some real life footage or what?
Yeah, I think so. Okay. I'll make my way back over there, and hopefully nobody will grab my beer.
Oh no.
So beer and electricity don't mix.
So let me ask you a question as you walking towards the phone. How was the presentation to you? Was you stoked and excited about it or what?
Yeah, you know what? It really fuels the passion when you love smartphones to come to a live event. It makes a difference because you are surrounded by people that are also there for a purpose to see these devices. Here we go.
Okay.
And then you got the security guys are looking over your shoulder and making sure you're not swiping the phone. But let's see. I guess I'll turn the camera around because I'm not sure about Hangouts. Here we go. I'm going to start with the S9 Plus and go left to right. S10 Plus, S10, and S10e. And then I'll flip them over and show you the colors. Here we go.
All right, here we go. All right, so live right now, we got the S10e, right? That's the S10 Plus.
That's the Plus.
Okay.
Here's the S10.
Okay.
And here's the E. So you can see the sizes. When I'm holding it in hand, the S10 Plus doesn't feel a whole lot bigger than the S9 Plus, but it is bigger on the screen. And they showed that. I don't know if you guys remember seeing that, but they showed that on the presentation.
Oh, look, you can't see the punch hole.
Yeah, there's the punch hole. Now, you know what? It doesn't look, when you're looking at it in hand, Eric, it doesn't look like the punch hole that we've been told. It just looks like two little round dots. Just looks like two little round dots that just look kind of like other Android phones, front-facing cameras. So it doesn't, to me, stand out. It just kind of blends in. Like if I get the light on it, you can see the punch hole, but it just doesn't look
So let me ask you a question. Does all three of the phones have all three cameras on the back? Because it looked like the S10e had two cameras on the back.
Yeah.
So the S10e
on the
got
back. Let's see. Let me make sure that that's the E and not the 10. No, that wasn't the E. This is the 10. These two are the plus. Okay, so these are the same. Okay. I'm sorry about that. The one that looks like an iPhone 10. Okay. This is the E version. Now it does have two cameras.
Oh wow!
Are all the back glasses or are they ceramic?
They're glass. Now there is a ceramic version of that's the high dollar one of the S10 Plus and the S10, I believe. There's two of them that are going to be ceramic, and I can't remember now that you asked me.
Okay.
So this just looks just like an iPhone 10 to me. I mean, come on, guys. The bezels.
Don, if you could bring your camera a little lower.
Yeah. A little lower. Okay. Yeah. Great. Wow, that's small. That's a 5.7.
It feels like my wife's iPhone 10X. It feels like the 10.
Okay.
It looks like it has a shiny steel looking rim around it. So
you got the fingerprint scan on the side of that one, right?
Let's see. Yes, right there.
Okay.
See that?
Yep.
Right up top.
Wow. Okay. So that one, so the iPhone, I mean not the iPhone, the Galaxy S10e, the Galaxy S10e is going to be. They didn't announce any pricing. So the Galaxy S10e is the one that's going to have two cameras. It won't have the in-display fingerprint scan and stuff like that,
right? The ultrasonic fingerprint sensor will be on the S10 Plus, and I believe it'll have a side fingerprint sensor on the S10, but I could be wrong. Don't quote me on that. Right. And then the S10e, or maybe it's the S10e. That's probably what it was. Is the S10e is probably the one on the side, and the ultrasonic will be on the S10 and S10 Plus. That was my understanding of it.
Okay. So, do they have any type of pricing on any of the displays, or they're just basically showing off the phones?
Yeah, they went through it really quick. It feels when you're in person, it's not like you're watching it at home on YouTube, where it just you're waiting for okay, that's boring. It's all exciting because the lights are going. It's like a show.
Yeah.
Eric, you were there. You were there at the Note 8 event.
Yeah.
It's for real. I haven't seen any big YouTubers. I've been looking for them, and everybody looks like they're important here. But I haven't run into anybody that I've recognized yet. I've got my eyes peeled because I want to go up and see a few of them. But
well, I think the bigger YouTubers they already they dropping their videos already. So so look, one of the questions that I'm seeing in the chat is that why did unfortunately I had some flight technical difficulties and this was one of those things that I had a flight technical difficulty that kind of limited me from going. But I'm glad Don was there on my behalf, and he got an opportunity to see everything. So, man, it's a great experience because I've been there and I had some fun. So, so some people said it's gonna be $750 for the E, and $899 for the S, and $999 for the Plus. Okay, that's what I'm talking about. So, do they have any of the Galaxy Folds on display?
No.
Wow.
No, I guess, I hate to say this, but it sounds like what Michael Chicago had predicted, that they're just showing it off again. They still haven't committed to a date because it was the very first thing they did. When I walked in, they were working over the foldable phone. They're calling it the Galaxy Fold. Galaxy Fold is what they're calling it, but they haven't said anything committal.
They did. They set a date. They said April 26th.
I think.
I missed it. I missed it because I was about 5 minutes late getting in there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
They said April 26th, and it's 1980.
1980.
Whoa!
Did you see the seam?
That's 2 house payments.
Yeah, that is. Did you see the seam when DJ Cole was holding it?
Yes, I zoomed in. I made some of my own video of that part, and it wasn't that I got a really good shot because I was up high.
Yeah.
And it was dark at the time, but I zoomed in, and it's just the feeling that he's sitting there holding it.
Yeah.
And everybody is just quiet, just watching it. It was a star-studded event. It just seemed every bit as exciting as you would think it would be.
Yeah. Well, until you say the price, of course. So, like, soon as you say the price, I see a lot of people gasp, like, ooh,
they were like
$2,000. So, I mean, the only thing that caught me with the Galaxy Fold was the 4.6-inch display in the front. I mean, that thing was tiny compared to the rest of the phone. It had a huge forehead and a huge chin. You noticed that when you watched it, or you missed that part?
I missed that part, Eric, because when I saw him holding it from my vantage point, it looked like they trimmed down the bezels quite a bit. It looked really sleek. It looked, futuristic, but I didn't get a close up of it. I was up there up high. Okay. But I did the best I could to zoom in.
But what about do they have the Galaxy Buds on display? Because they did announce the Galaxy Buds.
Let me go back and give a look at that because I did not see them, but I'm gonna go check.
Because they talked about the Galaxy Buds, the Galaxy Watch Active, and the Galaxy Fit. So they discussed that too. I would think that they would have that on display at the event.
I mean, they had the tablet on display.
Right, I see the tablet. I showed the tablet off a little bit.
Well, the buds are something I'm definitely going to invest in because of the pairing capabilities, the reverse charging capabilities, the 6-hour battery life, 5-hour talk time, 6-hour music. It just looks incredible. Now I don't see the Galaxy Buds on display. But let me keep looking. There's not just one table. Man, they really ham it up with these things, Eric. They give you they have all these food being catered for free and beer. I mean, it's just everything you need to keep your tech enthusiasm up.
Yes.
No, I don't see the Buds, bro.
Yeah, the Buds are $129. I think it's a decent price.
Yeah, the Buds are $129, which is the same. Matter of fact, isn't that cheaper than the Apple Bud? The Apple.
That one's $150, right?
Yeah. So that's cheaper. I'm shocked that they don't have everything that they discussed on the keynote address on display. They usually have that type of stuff at the showroom. That's very interesting.
Yeah, that one's going to become available on March 8th.
Okay.
And then these are the Galaxy Watch Active, the Fit, and the Tab.
The Tab, April 6th. Okay. So that's going to be pretty nice.
Did you guys see the pairing capability that that they're working on that ecosystem deal? They've got the Galaxy Tab 5. It's going to be paired whenever you come in the vicinity of your devices, your other devices like the Galaxy Buds. It'll just pair up without you having to manually do that. I've seen that starting to be the case with some of the Amazon parts that I have, devices that I have, like the Echo. It'll just pair up automatically with stuff that's also in the Amazon ecosystem. And I love that. I mean, that is like so makes things so different, and the whole experience when you don't have to just connect everything. You know what I mean?
Right. So one of the good things that I'm seeing here is that Samsung really threw it out there on the table. I mean, they talked about a bunch of things. Not only that, they talked about the foldable tablet. I mean, they talked about the Buds, the watches, and they talked about you know, some of the things that the camera's going to do, which like so the camera is going to have all that software in there. But you know what? It's all about software, though. I've seen a lot of software enhancements with the Galaxy S10. What the two cameras is there's 10 megapixel and the 8 megapixel camera. And then in the back you got, I believe you're gonna have two 12 megapixel cameras and a 16 megapixel wide angle lens that is going to give you 120 degrees of depth effect. I mean, 120
yeah.
123 depth of field.
Depth of field
for the ultra wide, for the ultra
wide lens, which is going to be great. They showed off some of the panorama shots. Really,
go ahead, take one.
Going to be great.
Don, are you able to play with the camera? Did they allow you to use the camera app?
Yeah. You guys, if y'all just keep talking and let me just get a bite to eat, and I'm gonna go over there and I'll play with the camera for you.
Okay.
Well, go ahead and hit us back. And you got the links. Just go to eat and hit us back when you finish eating.
Great. Okay. Will do. Thank you, sir.
All right.
See ya.
Thank you. All right. So that's Don.
He's awesome.
And, he's live at the event. He had a long flight, and what happened was he didn't eat anything and didn't get anything to drink. He went from the plane to the event, and now after the event, he's just trying to get him a bite to eat. All right. So let's go and talk about some of the things here. Catwoman, they're doing Adobe software. It's called Adobe Rush software.
Yes.
Right. So
Adobe Premiere Rush is actually available on the Apple tablet. It's available on Mac. I believe, it's also available on Windows, but it hasn't been available on Android. So that means that the Adobe Rush is going to be available on the Samsung Galaxy App Store before it's even going to be available on the Google, on the Android Google Play, which I think is kind of funny because they did the same thing with, what was that game? That game that everybody liked so much.
They did it with the exclusive game, and they put it on the Samsung store.
Yes, on the Samsung App Store.
They did Fortnite, right?
Fortnite.
Was exclusive to the Galaxy phone. That you got all kinds of enhanced stuff, for Fortnite. So, yeah, they're going to do the same thing for this Adobe, which is nice. I mean, they got a lot of people that can have their tablet and they can edit on the go, especially us content creators. You shoot all your video on your Galaxy S10 or your Galaxy phone, and you got your Galaxy tablet. And I'm quite sure it's going to come to the S4, right? The tab,
the S4 tablet,
because that thing is powerful. So I'm quite sure it's going to come there also and go from there. So, yeah. All right, so let's talk about some of this more specs. S10e is going to have 5.7-inch flat screen display, side fingerprint scanner, dual cameras. It's going to have that wide angle camera on there and one single camera, 3,100 milliamp battery for the S10e. Then the S10 is going to be a 6.1-inch edge display, ultrasonic fingerprint scanner that they talked about. You're going to have triple cameras on the back and triple cameras in the front. I mean, dual cameras in the front, which you're going to have telephoto, wide angle, and ultra wide angle. Okay. And then, I'm sorry, it is going to be a single camera in the front.
Yeah.
Right. You got a 3,400 milliamp battery. And then with the plus, you know what? The whole keynote address was all about the S10 Plus. Yeah. I noticed that. You got a huge 6.4-inch display, ultrasonic fingerprint scanner, triple cameras. Yeah, ultrasonic ultrasonic fingerprint scanner. You got triple rear cameras. You're gonna have dual cameras in the front, RGB depth and wide angle, 4,100 milliamp battery. That's 100 milliamp battery more than the Galaxy Note 9.
Yes, that's one more. But the beast was the 5G though.
The beast with the 5G. Let's talk about the 5G. All right, so I got my notes here. The 5G.
Oh, wait. Before we go on to the 5G, one of the things that I noticed about these three is that they didn't say what processor each one was going to have. I wonder why did they leave that out? Do they all have the 855, do you think?
Well, you know what? I believe that it's going to have the 855, and then in different markets, it's going to go with the Samsung chipset. They did talk about the foldable phone. They didn't say, they say it was a 7-nanometer processor. They didn't say whether that's going to have the 855. So it's a possibility that they may put their own chipset in the foldable one. Okay, so some people say they're all putting the 855 processor in that one. All right, so the 5G model, they didn't talk about pricing on this thing. And Verizon gonna be the first to launch it. So all your Verizon customers jump up and down. Woohoo, woohoo.
Get your pocketbooks ready.
Ready. Also, Sprint talked about 5G. Okay, so they ready. So the 5G S10 5G model is going to be a 6.7-inch display, 4,500 milliamp battery, 855, right? They didn't talk about how much RAM this thing gonna have, and they didn't talk about the storage options. So, and it's gonna, you can use a 25-watt charger with this thing to get that super ultra fast charging, which is going to be great. So yeah, they all have the same processor. Yes. Easy. You didn't go to the event. Yeah, I talked about it earlier. I had technical difficulties. And so, but the good thing about it is we do have somebody on site. So whether that I'm there or not, we got full coverage of the event. So yeah, so it's all good. 8 gigs of RAM is going to be on the 5G model. Somebody put that in the comments. 5G doesn't have removable storage. Whoa, wait. So you think that they got to put an SD card in that thing, right?
That would be very weird if they didn't. But the 5G is gonna have 1.5 terabyte. I mean, does it need it?
Yeah, I don't know.
Does it need an SD card? Well, yeah, you need it if you want to sideload stuff.
Yeah. Well, you know, I mean, I think that most people that's going to get a terabyte of storage on their phone probably won't put an SD card in there. Maybe they would, but I mean, that's a lot of storage, man. No 5G won't have an SD card. Wow, it's officially they said it. All right, so look, check this out. Multiple people in the comments are saying that the 5G model would not have SD card support.
Would that stop you guys from getting it if it didn't have, since it's not going to have SD support?
Well, it all depends on the storage option. It would give you
1.5 terabyte.
That's a lot of storage.
That is.
You think they go put over a terabyte of storage on the 5G model?
Yeah, I think that's the one that has. Is that the one that has the 12 gigabytes of RAM?
But how much?
Oh no, that's that 10 plus. It's gonna cost 2 of your mortgages.
This probably gonna cost more than a foldable phone.
It's gonna cost your property taxes.
Yeah, more than your property tax,
man. Because then you got to get a case for it. You want to get the icon. No, they're not even called icons anymore. They're called the Galaxy Buds.
Galaxy Buds. 2 by 8
I like the way that sounds in my mouth. Galaxy
Bud. I ain't smoking that bud. Bud. Woo. That's what Samsung did with them prices.
Yeah.
Like my man Flossie said, damn, you got to chill with them prices. That price is too goddamn high.
It is so high.
Oh my! What's up? I see everybody in the stream. Welcome to the after party of the live stream. I have Don. He's live at the event. He's going to pop back in a little while. He's going to show us more coverage of the device, and we going through all the specs, everything you need to know about the Galaxy S10. Now, let me ask the people in the building.
By the way, we didn't get a chance to say thank you to Scales and More. He gave us a $10 super chat.
Oh, yes. Thank you for the super chat. And that's Mr. Chicago, by the way. He's using his second chat channel because he has a channel that he does bugs and reptiles or some stuff like that. He got a spooky channel.
He said, donation for the Galaxy Fold fail. Now you only have to pay $1,970.01.
Yeah, and look, and think about it. He's an iPhone fan, so yeah, you know he all about iPhone. So you know,
yeah. This chat is brought to you by Easy Computer Solutions merch.
Oh, look at that
already!
Oh my God, yes, look at that, y'all. If y'all don't have, oh my, and turn it around. Look at the show them the other side and the front.
In the middle.
Oh, that's so sweet. Let me tell you something. If y'all don't, y'all got to go to my merch store, and I designed this stuff along with my man Tanner Does Tech, and oh my goodness, I am so stoked. If you don't go to my merch store, that's special to me. And when I see, you know, a lot of people have been sending me a lot of pictures and emails about a lot of things that they got on my merch store. But that coffee cup, that cup right there is special. I mean, that black and white, that gold that's integrated in that cup. Oh, thank you.
Yeah,
I pat myself back.
Sip with us.
Yes. All right. Let's get into the chat. All right. So guys, let me ask you a question in the comments. What phone are you going to pick up? Are you going to pick up the E? They're going to call that the peasant one, right? Think about it, rolling with 2 cameras on the back. Everybody else going to be maxed out, and they're going to have, you know, the big dog with the 3 cameras on the back, and you got the little peasant one with the 1 camera on the back. Are you going to go with the S10, which is the 6.1 inch, or are you going to go with the Plus? The whole keynote address was about the Plus. And guess what? They talked about ceramic. So is it they going to have a ceramic edition with 2 colors of the S10 Plus?
He said that there is a ceramic version.
Yes.
But all the ones that he touched there were glass.
Okay.
They didn't even have that one there.
Yes. So let's see. Somebody FSMS say I would choose the S10e. A lot of people could go. It's gonna be cheap. It's gonna be cheap. It's gonna be cheap.
Or just wait 4 months and the price will drop.
Yeah. Maybe the S10e. I don't care. So a lot of people talking about the E. My man Keller in the building, he had out none. He said, miss me with that. Miss me with that one. Let's see. Bearable Tech say none. They are overpriced. Let's see. Mr. Chicago say I'm getting the S10e plus. You're gonna get the S10e plus. All right. Yeah. S10e mainly because of the XR. Okay, so people because it's gonna be the same price as well, $799. The XR is $750, so it's gonna be $50 more than the XR.
Yeah, but it has the same storage capacity though, so it is the same price. Because when I got my 10R and it was 128, it was $799. So same price.
Right. So Cross White 17 said the ceramics are the highest storage option. All right. So you got to pay to play. But I tell you what, man, even though Samsung came out with all this good stuff, right? But damn, it's coming with a price. Woo, now we've heard that if you go to Samsung website, it's $550 off. So you can take phones and you can trade them in, and you get $550 off. But still, you're gonna still be paying, you know, if you go for the highest storage model, $550 off. If you get the $1,500 model, $1,400, but you still gonna be paying almost $1,000.
I do gotta give credit where credit is due, okay? Because that was one of our complaints, is the fact that when we trade in our phones, they're not really worth that much. Granted, the prices are higher for these new phones, but when the price drops on the phones, the trade-in value is still going to be the same. Because I think it's still the same if you trade in like if you trade in a S9 to get a Note 9, you still get a good chunk of money off.
But here's the question, Catwoman. Would you trade in the Note 9 for S10 though? I don't know, man. I don't know.
That pen.
Right. I mean, I just, all right, so, I mean, you know, when you passionate about your Note, you'd have paid, you know, a lot of money for your Note. A lot of people got the 512 gigabytes, right? They only go give you $550 for it. But I mean, you'd have paid $1,500 for the thing. Yeah. I mean, you're gonna lose $1,000 on that phone. if you trade it. And this is why I always be telling a lot of people about storage options. I always get the lower storage. You know why? Because when they come down to these deals or traded deals, you don't lose that much, and the value of the phone is going to drop. But if you got a 512 gigabyte phone and you're trying to sell it, you ain't gonna sell it for half the price. I mean, nobody is spending $1,000
storage, but I mainly got it for the RAM.
Right.
It had the higher RAM, and the fact that they have the ceramic one, I think, has the 12 gigabytes of RAM. Oh my God, that's like music to my ears. I'm like, oh, Samsung, what you do to me? I can't wait for the Note 10. I'm definitely not gonna get the S10. I'm definitely not gonna get the S10, but the Note 10 is gonna see. It seems like it's gonna be awesome.
Yes. So I want to give a shout out to April, Don's wife. She's in the chat.
Hi, April.
So I want to give a huge shout out to her. I seen her in the chat earlier as I was rumbling off. I want to give her a huge shout out, and I want to say thank you. Because Don had been working closely with me, and we've been trying to get this thing. And I was supposed to be out there at the event, but I had technical difficulties. It's a long story. That's why I'm saying technical difficulties. I don't want to go too detail about why things happened the way it did. But I want to say, due to my technical difficulties, I wasn't able to go. But I want to give a huge shout out to Don that he got the experience.
Holding down the fort.
Holding down the fort. So shout out to Don and April. Yes. So, so here's the thing. What I'm saying about the tablet kind of going after Apple, right? With the continuity, and you can answer the phone on your tablet with your buds.
Why didn't they show text messages though? That would have been more impressive than taking a call.
Yeah, and I'm quite sure you could do text messages on there. So you know how like on your iPad you can make your calls and do your text message on your iPad through continuity. Well, they called it something continuity. I don't know. It was another name that they called it, but it's the same format, and I'm glad to see that.
Well, you can do that with Samsung Flow too, with your PC.
Okay.
If you connect your Samsung device with Samsung Flow to your PC, you can send text messages and stuff like that if you do like a mirror. But if you could do it with a tablet, though, I don't know because I don't have a Samsung tablet. But that would be like really awesome.
Yeah. So I see a lot of people putting these questions in. With a Note 8, I think. Man, I don't even know if I even traded Note 8 in, but I would think that if you had a Note 8, if you want to do a trade and they want to give you $550 off, I probably would do the Note 8 because the value of the Note 8 is pretty low.
Ooh, I don't know. Spectacular Guy just said she's getting the S10 Plus.
Okay. Now, somebody else said, Bulk Teasley in the building, he said he'll trade the V40. Obviously, the V40, with the value of the V40 going down as much, as probably most people that if you have a V40, get your 550 and get your Galaxy S10. That'd be a pretty good
550 for the V40.
I'm quite sure they're gonna have some limitations, but the V40 is a newer device.
You want me to check the website and see what they would trade in? All right, let me go to the Samsung website.
I think the V40 is because the V40 ain't nothing but like 5 months old, so that phone is brand new. I mean, you got
the reserve now.
Okay, yeah, I did the reserve now already.
What phone are you getting?
I just did the reserve. They don't actually ask you what phone you want. Yeah, so I just did the reserve.
So you can't even do that here.
Yeah, you can't even do that. You can't order anything.
Oh yeah, you can.
Oh, so you can. Okay, so look at this.
Oh, you get free Galaxy Buds if you get the S10 Plus. Or the S10. Not if you get the E though.
The peasant phone, you don't get nada.
Okay, so these are the prices.
$9.99. Okay, but that's not bad.
But how much storage is it? Oh, this is the 256. Oh no, it's not available.
Not available.
It's 200.
Damn. $1,600.
Oh, my pocketbook. Oh, shit. Right in the pocketbook.
Yeah. Damn.
Wow, $160.
Oh my God.
Ooh, look at this color, flamingo pink.
Look at that color.
Ooh. Oh my God, that's so pretty.
That white one don't look good though. They got
two
white. Prism
yeah,
white.
there's a prism and then the ceramic. That ceramic one looks good.
Yeah. God, why wouldn't they have the 256 available? Why that's grayed out?
Not available. I guess they want people to go from 128 to 512.
Not even the 128 is not even available.
No, it is, but it's just not available in ceramic. It's only available in 512 and 1 terabyte. But if you get like the flamingo, that's 128. Oh, and that's it, 128 only. Okay. And then the blue one. This one is.
Oh, that's the same color we got right now.
What's it called? Prism blue. And then, but they only have 128. They don't have it at any other size. Damn. The black one is 128, no other size.
Okay.
And then this one is 128 and no other size. Okay, so let's see if we do 128 unlock version. And then
you got to trade in.
Trade in.
Should trade in.
What we want to trade in. Let's see. LG.
V40.
Wow. Yo, you go on Swapper.
Ooh.
Yeah, go on Swapper, get you on the low. Trade in the V40.
Trade in the V40. Let's go to the Samsung devices.
Samsung devices. 550 for the Note 9.
Note 8. 550 for the Note 8.
That's good. Good on you, Samsung. Good on you.
That's 8 though. God damn it.
Yeah. Hey, you can't trade in your Note 7?
Yeah. No, can't trade in the Note 7.
Well, Techran is here.
Yeah, Techran is here. I see him. So, Mark T. Hey, I see. I don't see the video. I hear you though, bro.
Oh, I got it on speakerphone.
Oh, what's up?
Man,
tell us your thoughts, man.
I missed the whole event, y'all. The whole damn thing. Like, I was in Discord and I was talking to Travis MCP, and he was like, "Yeah, I'm about to go live," and I'm like, "All right, cool. I'm about to go watch it too." And like 5 minutes after I got the whole live thing all set up or whatever, my boss walks in and is like, "Hey, surprise inventory," and I'm like,
"How you gonna do inventory on the Galaxy S10 event?" He tell, "Look, but look, never fear, Tech Rant. We got all the info here, man. We got it all here."
Oh, I was checking Twitter as I was walking out, and I'm just like, "Oh, here we go."
But here's the biggest question though. As the S10 is topping out over the $1,000 price point, what the hell the Note 10 go be then? I mean, God, the Note 10 is always going to be $150 more than the S lineup. So you're looking at $150 to $200 more for the Note 10 versus the S10. So when we're seeing $1,500 price points on the S10, we're going to see the Note 10 go be topping out at the $2,000 price point. This is going to be a ridiculous year, man.
I think we're going to see $1,250 for the Note, right? The Note 10, $1,250, $1,450, and the top one to be $1,650, because they're not going to have that thing cost more than that foldable phone.
Right. Well, a foldable phone is $1,980, so it'd be probably $100 or $200 cheaper than a foldable joint.
Yeah, I mean, since Samsung likes to come out and stuff in threes now, whatever. Although it would be weird if they had a budget Note 9, but then, I mean, a budget Note 10, but what does that do to the Note 9? So
right. Well, here's the thing. Listen, man. I'm all for new innovation.
Correction, they came out with 4 phones, not 3.
Oh, yeah, because they came with the 5G version. Here's the thing.
Whatever, that don't count.
Here's the thing. I am all for innovation, but we already saw how the phone looked. Let's be honest here. The Galaxy S10 is all about software, right? I mean, yeah, you got cameras. Yes, you got a design, but the whole thing that we talking about here is all about software, right? What the with Adobe software, that's software. With the cameras need a whole lot of software for it to run. I mean, look, a lot of people saying it's not a 4K display, but Samsung got 1200 nits, which is brighter than the Galaxy Note, right? Because the Galaxy Note was 1000 nits, I believe. So you got 1200 nits. You got HDR plus display here, in-display fingerprint scanner. It's not optical. It's a different technology. So I mean, you are getting some stuff here, right? I mean, 12 gigs of RAM. I mean, look, listen, Samsung people ought to be jumping up for joy for 12 gigs of RAM. If you go back about 4 years ago, Galaxy S6, Galaxy S5s, remember the Galaxy S4s with Touch Wizzy on it?
Yep.
That was some laggy some guns, man. Them phones was laggy after a long period of time, which it lacked, RAM and stuff like that. But with the 855, 12 gigs of RAM, I think, 12 gigs of RAM. And I mean, we got to see how Samsung utilize the RAM management resources of RAM. When we talk about, even the guy on stage say, hey, that's a lot, ain't it? I mean, that's a lot of people go say it's ridiculous, but yeah. I mean, for Samsung, shit, we need it, right? Because Samsung, they'll put 3 gigs of RAM in the older phones, and boy, after a while, boy, that thing's lag out, boy. Woo.
Yeah. LeBaron wants to know, why is it that the Samsung Buds are starting at $129? I think personally it's a fair price.
Yeah. I mean, you think about it. All right, so I'm listening to the Jawbreakers, right? I got the Jawbreakers. These things was $170 when I bought them.
Yeah.
So I mean,
how much life does it have? How much life? Like 6 hours?
No, I'm not getting 6 hours of battery life out of it. I might get about 4.5 hours of battery life. But I paid almost $200 for these for the Jawbreakers. And the Apple Buds is what, $159? So $129 is not a bad price. You got 2 mics. All right, so you got 2 mics. It's 2 by AKG. You got wireless charging. So $129 ain't bad, man. I mean,
I think the case too, because the case is wireless charging.
So let's go back to look at the Apple phones on a trade-in, Catwalk.
Yeah, sure. I'll show you.
Yeah.
So for Snapple.
For Snapple, let's go to Apple.
We got $550 on the XS Max. $550 on the XS. $550 on the XR.
Yes. XR. Okay.
On the X?
On the X?
$550 on the X? Oh shit.
Look at
8 plus? 8? Oh wow.
Well, I get this shit, man. You could get an 8 for like $200.
Yeah, exactly. Yo, get on Swapper. Want me to check Swapper?
Yeah.
How much your iPhone 8?
Those Swapper prices gonna change real quick.
Yeah.
I know, right? Shit. Or
that's 8 plus.
Look at that.
You gotta do the 8. You gotta do the 8.
Oh, it's for the 8? Oh.
Yeah, it's for the 8. And the 8 plus, but it'll do the 8.
iPhone 8. Oh shit.
iPhone 8, that's what I'm saying. iPhone 8. $300. $300.
No, not bad.
Not bad.
Here's the crazy thing about all this. Samsung is kind of like, they're kind of like digging their own grave right now. They really are, because as far as the flagships go, okay, so we have these phones. You got the 4 phones that come out, including the 5G, blah, 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 whatever. All right. So we got all these specs, all the screen, all the display, all these features or whatever, right?
Mm-hmm.
You already know when the Note 10 comes out that this phone is going to be discounted $200, $300, $400.
Yeah.
Right? How do you beat that? Like, how do you tell people with the Note 10, hey, go get this phone when we just came out with the S10 6 months ago, and this Note 10 is marginally better? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, you can only double up on specs so far.
Yeah.
And so people like, well, wait a minute. Why am I still paying $1,000? You know, because you got OnePlus with the specs, and then you got that Samsung depreciation that happens.
Yeah.
You know, like you look at it from a year from now, it's like if y'all really was wondering why should you upgrade this year, 2020 is gonna be a doozy for that lineup.
Right.
Like literally, what else can you put in that phone to justify a price increase?
Yeah. Well, Tech Rant, think about this. I've heard a rumor. I heard a rumor from a kind of reliable source that possibly the Note 10 will have 14 gigs of RAM in it, along with a 5G across the board. Now, listen, man, the only people that's trying to win the spec war is OnePlus. But you start to see Xiaomi, you start to see those phone companies are destroying a lot of specs in phones, and it's costing like half the price. So a lot of people say, okay, Huawei coming out with all their phones, even though Huawei got problems in the United States, but overseas, man, Huawei is kicking butt, right? I mean, they're selling millions and millions of phones. I mean, they give you 855s, they go give you 10, 12 gigs of RAM, and it's gonna cost $500. Be OnePlus go come out to OnePlus 7, obviously it's gonna have 12 gigs of RAM, all the bells and whistles, and that phone will cost $550 to $600. So when you look at that $1,400 for a phone, and you got Xiaomi's and OnePluses and stuff like that, that's going to come out half the price with the same or better specs, then one may ask the question, it's all about software at that point, right? I mean, we can jam all the specs you want in a phone, but who's going to give you the better software? Do you like stock Android? Because that's what the OnePlus is going to give you. That's what Google will give you, stuff like that. Or you want software, eminent features. And that's what Samsung gives you.
I think I know what the Note is going to do. They're going to make all your other damn phones obsolete, because if you kind of think about it, my watch is now obsolete because I wanted to charge wirelessly with my phone. So now I'm going to have to get the phone and a watch. It's like, since they're actually committing to building an ecosystem, it's going to make all your other shit obsolete. And moving forward, you're going to want to get all of the new stuff because all of your devices are going to be able to communicate with each other.
Yeah.
But again, that's software. That's not hardware.
Right.
Well, no, I guess it is hardware too, because there must be something in the watch and in the case that makes it compatible with the reverse wireless charging.
Yeah. Well, here's the thing. I'm seeing your trade deals here. So the Pickle 3 and the Pickle 3 XL is $550 across the board, which is nice. A lot of people that want to give up their pixels. They can get the smaller pixel up. I don't know about the bigger pixel. Or maybe, if you don't like the notch on the bigger pixel, you could get that up for S10. Now, here's the thing. Going from a Pixel to a Samsung device, obviously, it's a totally different experience. You're going to have one UI, and it's not going to be stock. So you're going to have one UI on there. And if you're not going to utilize all that software that Samsung will throw at the device, then going from a Pixel to a Samsung device, some people may not like that. So, and plus software updates. Obviously, we know that the Galaxy S10 ain't going to get Q till the mid 2020, right? So we already know Samsung ain't going to put Android Q on this device till mid 2020. So when it comes out of software updates, you could cancel Christmas, especially with the new UI. See, that's the thing. With this new UI, it's a lot of software that's integrated in this phone. So you could forget about Q.
They broke a lot of shit too.
Yeah, I mean, you could forget about Q. So the Pixels and stuff, OnePlus, a lot of phones gonna have Q, and Samsung. A lot of people's upset right now that they still waiting on the Galaxy S9s, Galaxy Note 9s, still not on Pi. So I seen it in the chats. I seen it on Twitter. I see it all over the place. That
all the S9s are compatible now. You could get it.
Okay, but I know
you gotta flash it.
Well, I mean, people waiting on their networks to give them in. Look, I got I got a Note 8. I got the The S8.
S8, yeah. They don't have it yet. They're not going to get it until next month.
And none of them got Pi on it. And people, and look, here's the thing. I understand. And look, that's what you get into. When you buy a Samsung phone, you get the experience. Don't get me wrong. You're going to get your experience. But when it comes down to the software updates, you already know what you're getting. Listen, if you're paying $1,500 for the phone, you have to be settled. You have to be satisfied with what you have when it comes down to software. Yeah. I mean, that's the thing now, because
think about how counterintuitive that is. Think about what you just said. You gotta pay $1,600 for a phone.
Yeah.
And you gotta be satisfied with not having the latest update.
Yep.
That's backwards shit.
Yeah. Yeah. And you know what? That's crazy that we at this point where, if you're gonna spend $1,500 on the latest and greatest device, you can forget about Q. Right? I mean, you got to be satisfied of what you have. It is what it is. It's like, we've been fighting this dead horse. We've been kicking this can down the road with Samsung phones for years. Samsung has never been the first at it. They always been way down the line. So when it comes down to software updates, you're right. You're going to think about the foldable joint. You're going to spend over $2,000 on this phone, and you ain't getting no software updates. You're going to get software updates to tweak what you already have, but the next iteration of Android, you can forget about it. I'm just telling you, you can forget about Q until mid-2020. And that's what you're paying your $2,000 for. I'm just letting you know right now.
That'd be like if you went to Tesla, right? You went to Tesla and you bought a brand new Tesla at however much money it costs. And they got out the super ludicrous mode for all the other Teslas. But your brand new one, they're like, oh, yeah, you got to wait a couple months for us to get that update out to you. Like, you'd be like, what the hell? No.
Yeah.
But can I just say something about
Samsung a pass?
Yeah.
I'll tell you why I give it a pass personally. I give them a pass when it comes to software because the Samsung software is so good to me. Yeah. I love the Samsung experience. There's a lot of shit that Samsung does that Android loves so much that they then come out with it in the next version. So for me personally, when they came out with the Pi version, I mean, the fact that you can move the stupid navigation bar, that's revolutionary. So I give it a pass really because of that, because I truly enjoy the Samsung experience. I truly enjoy the skin. And I know that it takes longer for them to come out with their version of it because their skin is very, very heavy. Now, I wish they hurry it up, but I'm a down ass bitch, so I'm a wait. Okay, I'm a hold tight.
But see, that's the thing. Listen, I see. I'm not disagreeing with Catwoman is saying. I'm not disagreeing with that. If you're a Samsung fan, you already know, and this is the thing that gets me with people online bitching about software updates. When you already know how Samsung roll, that's the whole thing to me. If you know that when you buy a Samsung phone, you're going to get the good experience. You're going to get everything. You're going to be everything that you're going to get. But don't bitch and complain online about software updates because you already know Samsung ain't that's how they roll. Is it right or wrong? Hey, you know where you're spending your money. And I'm telling you, like I say, if you buy the foldable joint, $2,000, you don't... Nothing should come.
But there are also things that obviously I wish they would hurry it up. Like, for example, they said that they were going to open up the S10 SDK, and that still hasn't happened. Right. They said that they were going to open up the Bixby SDK. That still hasn't happened. Right. Like, there's still some, like, their software is good. It's just, unfortunately, it's slow. It's slow to be up to date. They've done, I believe that they've done a lot better, but we know that they could be faster because of how innovative they already are. Right. So we just want them to put balls to the walls like they did with this with putting out all of these products, finally creating an ecosystem and stuff like that, and really, really invest on putting out their software faster. And then even if it has a little bit of bugs, that's okay, because if you come out with another update and fix that bug real fast, and then that's fine. But what we want to see is progress. We don't want to keep holding our breaths every 2 to 3 months.
Yeah, and that's the whole thing. So, you know, I'm not knocking Samsung because it's the software and one UI that everybody begging to get. I think it's going to be great, but I just worried about Samsung fans. And probably, listen, I don't even know if you're a Samsung fan if you don't already know that Samsung won't give you. I mean, the updates ain't gonna be like a Pixel. You ain't gonna get it like OnePlus, you know. But you're gonna get a very good experience. One UI is gonna be great, but if you expecting to get Android Q and all the updates and all the stuff like that, you know, that's not what Samsung does. They're gonna give you a good experience. And look, Tech Rat, you're right. If you paying $1,500 for a phone or $2,000 for a phone, it should be no problems with the faster updates, the bug fixes, the SDK is going out, stuff like that. That should be like first priorities. Like the Galaxy S series and the Galaxy Note series of phones should be first priority for everything.
Yeah.
But some people don't feel that way though.
I think that's one of the reasons why I'm going to wait.
Go ahead, take that. Go ahead.
Right, I agree with you, and I agree with Catwoman, but I feel this way. The S10 is the flagship. That's their premium product, right?
Right.
That's supposed to be their, golden egg, golden goose, or whatever, right?
Right.
But when you going for something premium, you expect premium in all facets.
Yeah.
Because a lot of people, they'll come out and say, well, they put so much hardware in the phone, they did this, they got the glass back, blah, 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 blah. I'm like, but the experience is the software.
Yeah.
And so if you're going to have a premium product like that, you got to have a dedicated team that just does whatever they need to do to focus on that product. Sure, you can have the Samsung J7, J8, whatever, $100 phone come out. It can be buggy as shit, fine. You can have their little off-brand Samsung phones come out and be buggy, fine. Once you cross the threshold of $1,000,
yeah,
you are in premium territory, and that should be on another level. All facets, manufacturer specifications, build quality, software, that should all be legit at that level, because you only have so many people that can even afford the phone.
Right.
Yeah.
Like if you had a condo and you had a penthouse and you was all the way at the top and you was paying the most amount of money, you want all the services, all the room service, all the access to the pool, everything, because you paying for that.
Right. All right. So Catwoman just pulled up the Motorola Z's. You got that's the old school Motorola Z. You get $150 across the board on the Motorola device, which ain't bad. I mean, the value of Motorola phones is mid $350 to $400 brand new, so that ain't bad.
You could always get squat for it.
Let's see. Let's go. Did we do LG?
We did. The V40 was $550.
The G6. Look at the G6. That's really good. You could get a G6 for like $200, and they're doing it for $300. So that, and look, I mean, even with the LG G5, I mean, you could probably get an LG G5 for about $40, $50. They might give you an LG G5 now.
But I am glad that they are giving out the buds with it for free.
Yeah. Well, it's $129. So you're gonna get so actually you're gonna get two. You're gonna get two buds. You're gonna get the ones that come in the box, and then you're gonna get the buds for free. The Galaxy.
You mean the wireless buds?
Yeah, the wireless buds. So you're gonna get two of them. But look, check this out. A lot of people ask the question about the headphone jack. I didn't know. Did they say nothing about the headphone jack?
It's there.
Okay. Woo, woo.
Yeah, they don't even gotta say it. They're like, what's there?
Yeah. Yeah. Headphone jack.
They haven't made any changes to it, obviously, to make it. They don't have a quad DAC in it or whatever. But it's there.
But Catwoman, let's be real here. The design of the S10 is the same design of like what the Note 8. Look at that. They just took the fingerprint scan off it. That's the
they took the fingerprint.
So the back of the phone looked the same as a Galaxy Note 8.
Yep.
Without the fingerprint scan on it, they just put a camera there. And then the front of the device is different when you have the peephole notch. Yeah.
Fucking and
they still got a little chin down there. So they got a chin, and they got a little peephole notch.
It's like they're only doing plastic surgery on the forehead.
Yeah.
But not on the double chin.
Yeah. So, I mean, let me ask y'all a question in the comments. What are y'all thoughts about this camera stuff we start to see on the left and right side of the devices? I'm really digging like the little teardrop notches, you know. In the stream, I want to ask y'all guys, do y'all like the way the front of this phone look? I mean, when you watch, I seen them. Look, they showed a footage where the guy was doing a video and he had his fingers covering up the camera lens. We all know that was fake.
Yeah.
Yeah, he had his fingers covering up the camera lens. So that may be a problem. That may be a problem if you're doing a front-facing camera and you got your fingers covering up the lens. Obviously, you can't do that because So, my question to you guys in the comments: are you guys liking the notch on the cameras on the left? Because we start to see it in phones, left and right side of the what you call it? Let's see,
the cutout,
the cutouts. Yeah.
Ask the bezel warriors.
Yeah, that's a perfect shot. Go back up, Catwoman. Now look at that. I want everybody to go back, to the back of the device. Go back
to the back of the device.
Yeah, to the back of the device. I want people to see this. That back of the device, to be honest, look like a Galaxy Note 8.
Yeah, it does.
You know, I mean that, and it's so
it looks like a Note 9.
Yeah, they're still putting that sensor on the back that do your heart rate. They still got that sensor on the back.
Yeah.
I would think that they would have took that away by now.
And they still got NFC. No, not NFC. Magnet thingy for payments. Yeah. They still have that too because they show that.
Okay, so I see people say the hole in the display is stupid, especially the double pill, the double pill hole. Let's see, butthole phone. No thanks. So the hole looks weird after watching videos. I watched Loot on the S10 a few hours ago. Okay, so a lot of people not digging that notch, man. They're not digging that cutout in the back, on the front like that. Let's see, I'll take the punch hole over a notch any day. But here's the thing.
But why do we have to choose?
Yeah, why? Look. Here's the thing that I'm concerned about with this, and I got my background with the three phones here. The only thing that I'm concerned about is that I think the best implementation of a notch is a teardrop notch. OnePlus, we're seeing it. I mean, it takes it to a more beautiful level when you have a nice little V, small V, and we know that the Centrophone did it with the Cyclops eye and stuff like that. So I don't know. I mean, to have that bullet hole, and some people call it the bullet hole on the side, it's strange. I guess this last year was the year 2017 or 2018 was the year of the notch. I mean, Apple proved it that it came out with a big ass notch. Then in 2019 or 2018, then we had the Pixel with the biggest notch of them all that you could land a helicopter on. All right. Then we saw a lot of phones in 2018 with notches. And then in 2019, they go into the bullet hole. Then the teardrop notch, which that's my favorite when you come down to notches. So I don't know. I mean, but here's a bigger question though, Tech Rant. what Apple gonna do? Because this was like slapping Apple around a little bit with the continuity and stuff like that, with the high price. You know, they try to be what Apple gonna do? That's the whole thing for your iPhone.
The only thing Apple has to do is to fix some software shit and lower price.
See, that ain't gonna happen. That's not gonna happen.
I know, but I'm saying the level for Apple is so low right now for them to do anything because nobody's really expecting super innovation from Apple. They're expecting some things to be fixed software wise and some other shit, but nobody's expecting an entirely different spectacular iPhone. And me just as an iPhone user, I'm perfectly fine with the way it is. I just want them to fix their software. Because pretty much Apple, if literally they could make the same phone, right, and throw in 1 more gig of RAM, and then charge the same amount, and people would be happy and they'd be falling over themselves.
Well,
because a lot of people with Apple, they just accepted it. They were just like, "Fuck it, we got the notch. You know, we're just gonna own it or whatever." But everybody on Android was upset about the notch because it was like, you guys are copying Apple.
Yeah.
Samsung went out and they were like, well, we're going to do our whole own thing, and that's going to be our thing.
Yeah.
You know, Apple just has to figure out a way to sell whatever new device they can, you know, but they kind of shot themselves in the foot with that whole XR thing.
Yeah. Yeah.
Now,
well, Go ahead.
If they go ahead and put a 1080p screen on there, that's one way they could get away with it. They could be like, all right, look, you know, we had an 820p, but you know, we thought we'd listen to you guys and we'll give you a 1080 screen since everything else is 1440 now or whatever. But Apple doesn't have to do much.
Yeah. You're right. Look, and my expectations of the next iPhone is so low. I don't think, listen, folks, if y'all think that Apple gonna come across that stage and have their chest out and bring you something totally different, then you don't know Apple. By the last couple of years, Apple ain't done shit. I'm telling you. So I see people like, wait till the next iPhone. And we've been seeing these renders of this horrible camera array on the back of an iPhone. That I'm hoping Apple don't do that. And I think Apple might be testing the waters to try to get people opinions online. But I seriously doubt that Apple would change anything on their phone. It won't be
cross-site camera. I don't know.
They don't. I don't think they're gonna do that camera. That camera. Oh my God, that ain't Apple to do a camera array like that.
Look, this one's the 5G.
Oh, that's a 5G.
Yeah.
You know, actually, this is how Apple can win. Put a big ass battery in the iPhone. If Apple really wanted to win, stick a 4,000 milliamp battery inside the iPhone and call it a year.
Yeah, I don't think, like I say, I've been saying it in a lot of my videos and my chats and stuff like that. And I'm thinking twice about a lot of things. I said, this is a year for Apple. Apple really got to do something. Apple been getting beat up all over the place, you know, with their situations with that cameras and, you know, stuff coming on by itself and all the bugginess and stuff like that. And they're losing fair market value. They're not selling a lot of phones. They lower their expectations and stuff like that. I mean,
Samsung's there to pick up the pieces by offering them $550 off their iPhone 8.
Yeah, I mean, you know, Apple never done nothing like that. Apple never done trade in a phone and get $550 off. They don't go that route. I mean, Samsung did. Now they didn't do it with the S9 and the S9 and the Note 9. They didn't do the 550. They did it with the Note 8 and the S8. But with the S10, they know that it's going to be expensive. Even if you get $550 off and you get the 5G phone, you're still coming up with $1,000. Let's be honest.
The 5G phone, it has 4 cameras in the back.
Yeah,
crazy. 1, 2.
But
here's
the other thing you got to think about. Now, what Apple was doing, and I thought about this over a while, by them doing that, you know, that buyback program where everybody was, you know, slamming them about the trade-in and the amounts and all that stuff. It's like, well, okay, but you're still trying to get the iPhone XRs out the door. Then you also realize that they dropped the price of the iPhone 8 and 8 Plus to where that they were so affordable that everybody and their mom was going out and buying them. And so what does Apple sell more of? You know, like Apple sells a lot of certified refurbished. Right. I work at a school. I ain't never in my life seen so many teachers show up to work with iPhone 8s and 8 Pluses after the whole iPhone XR trade-in thing. Because they was like, all right, we ain't going to go get a XR. We going to go get a real cheap iPhone 8 Plus 256 gig model and buy it at a bargain. That's what Apple was doing with that. Like, they was recycling inventory.
Yeah. Well, I see the comment from LeBaron. He says he's turned up. He got to defend his ball. But I mean, I don't know. Are you an iPhone fan or a Samsung fan? I don't know. I think you're a Samsung fan.
He's a Knight. Yeah, he's a Knight.
He the Samsung Knight.
It's Samsung Knight. Okay. And nobody is downing what Samsung trying to bring to the table. I think now in 2019, we've been talking about it for a very long time that it don't matter what Samsung bring to the table, it's gonna be expensive. We knew this already.
And y'all like, what's Khalifa?
We knew this already. No, we're not downing. So we knew Samsung was gonna do this. So what we seeing today, this been rumored for a long time, you know, as far as Samsung. So what we doing is we having a discussion, an opinionated discussion about our thoughts about the S10. You know, some people feel that $1,500 or $2,000 is too high. Listen, let's make sure we make a timeout about this. That word, you got to pay to play, is out the door. Listen, everybody coming out with 855s and 8 and 10 and 12 gauge around for half the price. So when they come down to specs, you can always get a high spec phone for half the price. But when you're in the Samsung ecosystem, you married into an ecosystem just like Apple, right? So when we talk about pay to play and all that stuff like that, listen, man, I think that those days is over with. When I hear people say, well, if you want the best of the best, you got to pay to play. Look, man, I could put my OnePlus 6T against a lot of phones that people say pay to play, and it'll mop the floor with them. Period. Let's be honest. And the phone costs $500. So when we talk about pay to play and stuff like that, if you want to be a big baller, you got to buy the best. If you want to be the best, you got to buy the Mercedes. You don't buy that Toyota. If you want to be a big baller, you got to go buy your mansion instead of a homely house. You know, those type of things. Listen, if you got the money and the means to do it. I buy phones all the time. So it's not about the money to some people. It's about, listen, I could get better bang for my buck with a OnePlus 7 and save $500, and I can bring my wife out to dinner and have money in my pocket, and I can pay my bills an extra month with the money that I'm gonna save for buying this phone, and I'm gonna still get the same specs or better. I'm gonna get my updates. I'm gonna get everything. So when I make the assumptions that I hear this word, you got to pay to play. That's 2016 pay to play. In 2019, it's about being smart. It ain't about paying to play no more, man. It's about being smart. I mean, $1,600 on a phone is effing ridiculous. I don't care if it's Samsung, if it's Apple, I don't care who it is. $1,600 for a smartphone is ridiculous. This period. It ain't got nothing to do with pay to play. It ain't got nothing to do with it. Listen, most of the people that's on here is techies. We are techies. But paying $1,600 and $2,000 for a 4.6-inch phone is ridiculous. It don't matter how much premium product that they put in. I don't care how much software that they put in here. Listen, that anytime you paying more for a phone than your mortgage, then that becomes ridiculous at that point. So it's not about pay to play, and you got to be the baller. If you want to buy the Nike shoes because Pumas, you know, is out of style. If you wear Pumas, you ain't rich, you dirt cheap, or you a poor person. Just because I buy a pair of Pumas don't make me poor. Just because I buy a Toyota don't make me poor. Sometimes buying Pumas for what you do, running and walking, that right there is smart. You can save money. That's the whole thing. Ain't a lot of people, the average consumer ain't spending $2,000 on a phone. Only techies doing that. Only techies doing that. You ain't gonna see the average consumer with a $2,000 foldable phone in their pocket.
Here's the thing. Here's the thing with that though. When people are saying pay to play, anything that's pay to play, and when you use it in that terms, you have a clear and utter advantage over everything else. Like, pay to play would be your phone folds, your phone is faster than everybody else's, your phone got the best camera on earth, it's got the quickest startup time. Like, you paying for that advantage.
Yeah.
Literally. You know, right now it's more like pay to compare. Well, I can fold my phone, but this phone is still slower than this phone, or this phone can't do this as well. It's like, no, when you pay to play, you get all the luxury.
Thank you. You got Don back. Don.
Hey guys. Hey, I'll tell you, I got some fuel in the tank, and I got some fuel in the Note 9, and I'll tell you what, it's hard to keep it all going, but I found the jackpot. I came down and found the secret room where all of the earbuds are, all the new stuff, the watches. Okay. And so yeah, I've been trying to keep up. It's kind of a new thing for me. Yeah. But I can show you guys the watch if you want to see it.
Yes. Let's see.
All right. Tell me if it's right on.
So that got a plastic band. That look blue. That looks good. Okay.
Yeah. The band's definitely an upgrade on the bands. And now here's a black one.
Okay. Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
Was that a white mat?
That's a white.
Like a white charging mat.
Yeah, it's the double charger.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, it looks good. Now here's the. It says Samsung sound by AKG. Okay. Yeah. And then here you go. They're showing off the wireless charging capability of the pad. And this is the 10 Plus in white. No, this is in blue, baby blue.
That's baby blue.
Wow, that's beautiful.
Yeah, that's nice.
It is almost turquoise.
Okay.
What's that? I didn't hear you.
I said it looks almost turquoise.
Where's the Fortnite skin?
Yeah, where's the Fortnite skin? That's what I'm asking. Now here's one for the ladies.
Oh, nice.
It's kind of a rose gold going on.
Mm-hmm. I'd break that in a minute, man.
Yeah, it's not that bulky bezel S3 Gear S3 and even Galaxy Watch that we had last year. This is more refined. It looks like an Apple Watch to me.
Mm-hmm. I like the bezel around it because I like the bezel around it because it protects me from breaking the screen.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, ooh, can you go on the camera and see if Pro Mode works?
Yeah. Good question.
For video, because it doesn't work on any of the latest Samsung phones with the new UI.
Yeah, let's see. Yeah, Pro Mode is on here.
Is it for video?
Let's see. Hold on.
Okay, you only take a picture.
Just 1 second.
Come on. Kanasa said, there's air power.
Who's that Cracker Jack? I don't know.
Mm-hmm. It's only taking pictures?
So far, I can't. Let's see.
Oh, that's whack.
Then
I'm broken.
Let's see.
Are we still able to disable the Bixby button?
Chill on my girl.
Let's see.
Turn that hoe off.
Okay. Yeah, there's no video button on that. That's just a picture only.
They done fucked up,
that's a
man.
problem. That's a problem, isn't it?
Yes. How are you gonna say that we have professional cameras and all that, and you can't even do promo video? Oh hell no!
Well, that might be pre-production units. They might be pre-production units, though.
Mine can't do it. My Note 9 and my S9 Plus can't do it ever since I got the new UI.
Pre-production, man, that's software.
Yeah, they need to fix that.
Yeah.
They broke it.
I'm gonna move a little bit, guys. So
I also want to know if there's still a limit on recording 4K 60. Is it still capped at 5 minutes?
Yeah, I didn't hear anything about that, so I would think it would everything that they didn't mention that was a change is going to stay the same. Iterative updates, you know, we got from year to year. I mean, I think the iterative updates are not a bad thing. It's just it is what it is. It's not a major. I think they make improvements every year.
So we're not seeing no promo. We're not seeing no promo on the S10. Okay.
Yeah, no promo video. You can do promo photo, but you can't do promo video. That's so whack.
They got some different themes now this year. It's kind of a neon yellow and blue. I'm gonna let you see it.
Oh, let's see that yellow.
Oh, nice.
Who is he?
That's nice.
This one's kind of more of a lime green.
Yeah.
Wow.
And that's more of a that's the rose gold again.
Okay.
Wow. Okay.
And then white, the watch.
Yeah.
Oh, that one's nice. Ask that girl where's promo video.
Yeah. Tell her, hey, that girl, what a promo video. Oh, look at that. So that's a silver or something right there.
It's like a dark silver blue. Dark silver blue, like a navy silver.
Oh,
like
that's what it's looking like to me.
Yeah.
Here it is.
That's the black one?
Yeah, that one's black, Eric. That's a black one.
Nice.
Let's see. Cool.
Man, I wish there was a secret room
here's
with
the Galaxy Buds.
Galaxy Buds.
Oh, look at that. Look at that. I mean, that screen is just, they know how to do it when they're showing it off, but golly, it's like, wow. In person, it's just, I mean, I don't remember the S9 Plus doing that. Okay, here's the Galaxy Buds in yellow, neon yellow, and white.
That's pretty.
6 hours of
battery life,
of music battery life, 5 hours of talk time battery life, and they're a lot lighter weight than last year's Icon X's.
My God, that phone looks so tall.
I mean, this is gonna be better than the AirPods, guys.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a lot that they're taking away, I think, from the AirPods, but like this charging case here and the way they're doing that. But it looks like the Icon X a lot, but with all of the improvements on the inside.
It will be a game changer if the mic actually works. I mean, I don't know how could the mic be really good if it's all the way over there.
I like that. I like that. See how if you notice the wallpapers, they get dark around the knob. That's what Apple did. That's the Galaxy 5 right there, Tab 5.
Yeah, here's the Tab 5. A little bit less bezel. I mean, you don't see hardly any bezel on this one. Just you see that little line of rose gold there. That's it. That's it. Now the screen doesn't cover 100%. It's got a little front-facing camera there, but the screen doesn't cover everything. But it does have that new look. The 2019 look.
Yeah. That looked like a different aspect ratio too on that camera.
Yeah. Here's the black ones.
Woo. Those are sweet. Nice.
Samsung really does a good job when you come to their events. I mean, they give you food and beer and they let you play with everything, and they're always asking you if you need anything.
Yeah. Very hospitable.
You got to pay to play.
Don, they're asking you if you're allowed to play with the fingerprint.
Yeah, I can do anything pretty much except take the phone out of here.
Okay. Are you able to show us a demo of the fingerprint scanner?
Well, let's see. Could you show us a little bit of the fingerprint in action?
They actually have it.
Will it work now?
I can check my fingerprint. Yes. Just make sure to take it off. I'll go ahead and do that.
Thank you. So he's going to have to take it off. They're telling him he's got to take it off, but he's going to show us. So here we go.
Here we go.
Quick navigation. Quick navigation.
Can y'all see all right?
Yeah, we can see. Fingerprint, okay. It's really fast. Woo.
It's going to require a two-step authentication, of course.
Two-step authentication.
Oh, okay.
Just for backup. Scanning my fingerprint is super simple.
And then you see it light up there, right where he's putting his. It shows him where he needs to put his finger.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And there you go.
Oh, that's nice. Yeah.
That's the ultrasonic.
Yes, sir. Ultrasonic fingerprint.
And that comes on which models?
All three.
All three models, he said.
Yeah, I know.
Well, not the peasant, not the.
The peasant.
The 10 and 10 plus. This one is actually going to be the capacity.
Okay.
So,
Retract.
We're done.
Thank you very much. I appreciate that.
I get to go on here.
So the 10 plus are the ultrasonic, and then the E peasant version is going to be that side fingerprint sensor.
Standing right next to the Samsung guy.
Yeah, what about the peasant?
well, guys, the E version, it looks so much like an iPhone 10. It's incredible.
Oh,
I mean, if you like that form factor, you know what it feels like. It's small, but not too small.
And it has a flat screen.
Now, not Moto X4 small. You know, it just looks just like an iPhone 10.
Okay.
And if you like that, that's what's going to be the deciding factor on that phone, because it's a great phone. It's got all the internals. It's just, if you like the iPhone 10 and you want a Galaxy version of that, then that's what you need to get, because it's really small. And the other two, I'm thinking about the S10 for myself. But every time I say that, then that 10 plus, you know how it does. It's bigger. It's got more of that awesome display.
Yeah.
With 1,200 nits.
Yeah.
This year. Woo. It was 1,000 last year with the Note 9, and that was for a limited time. Remember, Eric? It goes up to there, but it doesn't stay there. So this year is 1,200, and it might be the same thing. It might just go up there to 1,200 if it needs to.
Right, and I think what happened is, because of the burn-in, they don't want that screen at 1,200 nits with that AMOLED display too long. You know, then you get that burn-in so fast on that phone. So that's why it's so limited. And plus overheating issue too. Overheating issue. That's why. You enjoy yourself. Listen, that's what I'm talking about. I got dying out there live at the event. They didn't give y'all no time frame before they kick y'all out of there. Huh?
I've got your shirt underneath, but I had to dress up.
Yeah.
I've got the easy shirt on, but I can't show it off.
Yeah. Hey, what about any big YouTubers you started seeing any of them yet?
I think I just saw one person, and I was going to stop and ask him what his name was, and then I found this secret room back here where everybody's at.
Okay.
This is under the basement. And I did get my picture taken with, I did a selfie with Suzanne, the woman that did a presentation today, the gorgeous. I told her she was gorgeous.
Oh, I love that.
I told her a lot of the guys think she's gorgeous. So I got a shot with her, and I posted it on Telegram. But I can send it to you, Catwoman, because I don't know if you're on the guys' chat.
Yeah, please send it to me.
I'll send it to you. She's a nice
voice of Bixby.
Yeah, she's a nice lady, and she's very professional.
Go ahead, Tech
Grant. Very professional.
Did anybody try out that pregnancy sensor yet?
What?
That what?
Remember how there was that commercial that came out of Korea where you could take the phone and put it up to your stomach?
Oh, that's a good point. Yeah, they didn't show that today.
What?
They didn't show that today.
Like an ultrasound?
Like an ultrasound?
Yeah, it hooks like a mod. It like plugs into the bottom right?
Yeah. Okay.
There's a Korean version of that where they show it in the commercial where one girl holds up the phone to another girl's stomach and it's like, hey, you're pregnant.
Wow.
What?
Man.
I hope there's no radiation being thrown at the baby.
Wow.
I'm pregnant. No, you not. Let me check.
Wow.
They didn't mention that. You know, those are the things that I'm sorry. Those are the things that I don't know why they don't, you know, elaborate, because everybody wants to know that stuff.
Yeah. Yeah.
They need to be telling us, you know, when you come, they need to at least cover all the bases. You know what I mean?
Right, right. Well, I'm so glad Don you had the opportunity to get there and play around with the devices. Y'all got any more questions? I got the chat in the building. Any questions y'all have in the chat, this type of way, so we can get all your questions answered while Don is at the event. Yeah. Oh, look at
that. Oh. Hey, did you guys see the the minor fail that happened in the presentation with the wireless charger?
Yeah, he was shaking. I was like, damn, he had to lay off the coffee, man. He was, I mean, it was
he just didn't punch the button or something. That's all it was.
Yeah, I don't think it was a fail. I just think that
it wasn't. I was just giving him a hard time.
I wanted it to hug him. He was shaking so bad.
Yeah, I felt bad for him but they turned it around because the woman that was up there, she made it seem like it was a good thing that he did instead of a mess up.
Right.
I appreciate when people do that.
Yeah. It was a very good. I mean, the keynote address was great. They showed up, talked about a lot of different things. I mean, everything about it was great, man. So here's the thing. I mean, the only thing that people worried about, which I already knew, was the price. I mean, we knew that it was going to be pricey. And so, I mean, a lot of people already knew that coming into this event, it was going to be very, very, very pricey. So, I mean, it is what it is. This is 2019, and I mean, hey, it is what it is. You know, I don't know the answer to the question of, pricing. I mean, they got different tiers. I mean, think about the S9 will be a good phone, for a very long time. So the S9 will get everything.
The chat has a question for Don.
Okay.
They have two questions. Don, does it still have an iris scanner?
I don't believe it does. Let me ask. Hi. Do the S10 devices still have iris scanner, or has that been removed?
We've removed the iris scanner. We have the ultrasonic fingerprint scanner.
Okay.
So their focus is on the ultrasonic fingerprint scanner. So they have removed the iris scanner. And I heard that was going to be the case. They have a lot of confidence in that, I think. Thank you.
Do they still have face recognition?
And face recognition, it's all ultrasonic now? Is face recognition removed as well?
Face recognition is still on there. I don't believe it's ultrasonic. I haven't heard that.
Good question, huh?
Yeah. These
people have been so helpful. They're all doing a great job today. It's hard work. So face, y'all see that? So biometrics, they're using face and the fingerprint, ultrasonic fingerprint.
Only, okay. All right.
Ultrasonic fingerprint.
Thank you.
And then another
question. Still have face, and I'm glad that they still have face. I like that one.
Yeah,
I use that.
Too. There's another question too, Don. Genosis wants to know: does the S10 camera have similar HDR range, processing range, as the Pixel 3?
What, like the bokeh effect?
He said HDR range.
HDR range.
Now, they mentioned that. I don't know a clear answer to that question because I don't know what the range is on the Pixel, but they did mention there's an improvement on the editing capabilities. They say that you can really do a lot of editing now on the S10 and a lot more than last year. And they mentioned the HDR quality, everything. The color gamut is almost perfect. In fact, they said it was the most perfected color gamut of a smartphone so far. So there's been some changes there, and I would think the high dynamic range is going to probably be way up there, stellar,
Yeah.
but maybe not as good as the Pixel. I don't know.
Good
because
deal.
that's a whole nother phone I don't know about.
But it does have HDR plus. They did mention that in the
Oh, did
keynote.
they?
Yeah, they did mention HDR plus. So it's well, HDR plus for the display. Okay.
Yeah, for the display.
Yeah, the display. So LeBaron's put in the chat that it is HDR plus. So yeah, but those are some gorgeous pieces of hardware there. That's beautiful.
Yeah, the themes. It's not just the colors that the themes that are creative and all that. Although that's nice, there's something popping with the screen. And I swear, when I go into a Verizon store, they got the lights set just perfect, and it makes it pop. But there's something. These lights,
they're just regular
they're
studio
LED lights. Yeah, they're studio LED lights, but these screens are popping, and I think it's because of the brightness, probably.
Yeah,
they probably got it cranked up.
Yeah.
And so you got a couple of things that are going into play here as I'm sitting here looking at them.
Good deal. Wow.
Hey, Eric, I want to thank you for inviting me to come out here, and I just wish that I could have gotten to spend some time with you, and maybe we'll do it again, but this was definitely worth it, and I'm going to hop on a plane at 6 o'clock tonight, head back to Texas, and it's been worth it. I mean, I've been traveling all day, it feels like, but when you come to an event like this, it's like nothing else. You just get to see what it's all about.
Yes.
And I appreciate your invitation, because I couldn't have done it without you. I couldn't have come.
Thank you. I appreciate that. It's all good, man. That's what that's what I'm here to do. Like, do the best I can to help as much as I can, and I really do appreciate that you got to get this experience, man. To even and touch the phone and play around with the phone and stuff like that. So hey, it's all my pleasure. Right. Hey, guess what? We got the Galaxy Note 10 event coming up. So,
I know it.
Hey, we gotta get ready.
I know it. It's gonna top it. It's gonna be better than this. I mean, I love it. I love it. OnePlus is doing something right, and Samsung does it twice a year, and it's worth it because people are ready to see 6 months down the road. And I know it's a lot of money. But people are ready to see something different after 6 months. I've got the Note 9. I like it a lot. But I can't help but be excited about when I'm looking at these new displays. I can't help it. But just look at the bright side of it. But that's what's fun about it.
Well, man, I want to wish you a happy trip back. Go on and enjoy yourself. Get your couple of beers.
Okay.
And man, give me a text. Hit us up in the group chats when you make it back to Texas, man.
You bet. Thank you again.
All right. Thank you.
Good night, guys.
Thanks, Don. We appreciate you.
Yes.
All right.
Bye-bye. Man, once again, I want to thank Don for giving us all that live footage, man, here. And, man, we go get out of here in a minute because we got to get ready for Wired Wednesday.
Mm-hmm.
Woo! Tech Ranch, you still there?
Yeah, I'm still here.
All right. Man, I'm going to let you go. You got any final words?
The price is too damn high.
You see, you got to chill with them prices.
or I just say, hey, wait about 3 weeks and buy it $250 off online.
Well, no, here's the thing. If you got a phone to trade in, that's the whole, you get $550 off. So it's not as bad as we all thinking, right? If you could trade in the device.
I'm just saying, like, I know some people, they might have a phone that's probably out of date and they really want a brand new one or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
it all depends. But I'm just saying purely from the standpoint,
Yeah.
I'm just saying don't buy it at retail.
Oh no, that's probably not the way to go. Especially if you can get a few bucks off and look for the great deals that they go probably have that's coming up. All right, shout out to Frank. All right, so look, here's the thing. We're gonna get out of here, but we got Wired Wednesday coming up, and we're gonna have some more talk about it. We're gonna continue the conversation. And wow, this was exciting, man. I got all my notes. I think we covered everything, and I'm quite sure YouTube is full of videos of hands-on. But we got an opportunity to see some hands-on here. So Don was on site. I feel like a newsroom now. You know, we had Don on site. And we got people here, and it's the first. Listen, this is live, so when you do stuff live, things don't go like perfect, you know. So I think it was I think that everything ran good today. But
did you figure out? Do you know which S10 you're gonna get, Eric?
Well, you know, I'm gonna go for the Plus. You know, I'm not going high end. I'm not going to 110, whatever the cheapest one. I got a lot of phones to trade in. So I've seen a lot of phones that's $550. And I'm like, all right, cool. I got a lot of phones to trade in. So I'm quite sure one of them. But I'm not, listen, it all depends on how long the 550 program is going to go, you know, as far as.
I think Samsung is the only one that's even offering 550 because the highest I saw on Verizon was like 300.
But I just see Best Buy. I'm getting all the text messages and emails from Best Buy. I don't know if you can go to Best Buy website, but they've been.
Just go to Best Buy and price match them.
Well, I don't know, but that won't be a price match though for Best Buy. That'd be because like Samsung giving discounts. I don't think you could price match a discount.
Hey, if you shop there enough, you probably can.
Oh, $650. Okay, so Best Buy doing $650 off.
Yeah, they said $650 off.
Woo!
And pre-order starts midnight.
Now I want everybody to come out of the woodwork like, yeah, they got a discount at $650 just to sell it. Blah.
Well, I mean,
I want them to come with that same energy like they did with the 10R.
Let's see.
Apple got to discount the phone. It just sucks. All right. Discount $650. $650. Come with that same energy.
It's $949 unlocked. Wait, that's a peasant phone, right? What is that?
Nope. No, this is the S10 Plus.
Ooh. So okay, so they cheap. So Best Buy gonna be $50 cheaper than.
But do you get the $650 off though?
You get the $650 off. Ooh retail prices. They like robbery.
Come with that same energy.
$39 a month. What that is? Verizon?
Yeah.
Okay.
How many months?
24 months. And Sprint is doing 37.
God damn.
So Sprint is $1 more?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so Sprint is $1 more, and they're doing flex lease, which I mean, don't lease no phone, but $41 for flex lease, guys.
Can you imagine explaining that to your kid? Like, look, I got this phone before you was born, and I still got payments on it.
Yeah. So what? Wait, I didn't see AT&T. Did AT&T have?
They didn't have AT&T up for a Best Buy.
Wow, what?
They only had Sprint and Verizon.
You noticed that the keynote address, they didn't. AT&T wasn't even in the discussion. They talked about T-Mobile, Sprint CEO, and then Verizon. AT&T wasn't nowhere to be found.
That's because they're too busy working on the 5GE.
They selling that fake 5G, man.
All right, let's see.
Let's see what. Yeah, there we go.
Get the details. Pre-order.
Let's see, $40 a line.
Oh, that's just the line, though. How much is it? How much is the phone, though?
Oh, there we go. There we go. You pass it up. There it goes. $749 for the E. $899 and $999. You pay $100 up front, $200 up front, plus $22 for 36 months. Come on, what the fuck? Wait a minute, 36 months.
But it's 20, 22, 23 a month.
36 a month, though. That's 36 months.
That's a 3-year-old child.
Wait a minute. T-Mobile started with 3-year programs.
I think they started that on the Note 9. But the total comes out to be $800. The total comes up to be $800. If you do 36 months for 22, 23.
Yeah, but that's too goddamn long. Ain't nobody paying no 3 years on no phone. You're talking about the Galaxy 13 be out by the time you finish paying on that phone.
You get a free bud.
Yeah, you get that free bud.
Hey, wait. So does Samsung support the phone for 3 years?
No, 2 years, right?
Yeah, 2 years.
So you can still have a payment on a phone that Samsung don't even support no more.
Yeah.
This is fucking hilarious. Oh my god.
You can order a Midnight King, B.
If that ain't upside down, I don't know what is.
Well, wait a minute. I'm quite sure with AT&T, they gonna have 30 months. I didn't never listen. Wait a minute. How about T-Mobile is doing 36 months? I was talking about, AT&T was ripping people off with the 30-month program, but damn, T-Mobile just took it to another level. T-Mobile going 36 months.
Let's see what AT&T got.
Let's see what AT&T. Oh my
I'm serious,
God.
y'all. Think about that. Somebody gonna pick up a phone, be paying $20 a month, get 2 years down the road, they phones start to chip out on them. They hey, we ain't got no more updates for that. We ain't got no more parts.
Wait, there's no
information.
Nah.
God damn.
They said you can pay full price. Wait, can't click anywhere.
They don't have no. AT&T ain't even work. They ain't even tripping.
Yeah, they're like, you get it if you want it.
Yeah, you can't even click nothing.
No.
They can't. How you gonna pre-order something we don't even know the prices?
You can't even pre-order. It doesn't even. Okay, pre-order starts at 12. So I guess you'll find out the price at 12. Savages. They just don't care. They don't have a heart.
So King B said, you will get updates, but it won't be any major updates, no OS updates, and nothing like that. So, but that's how it's been. I mean, is it the Galaxy S8? This is their last update, right? Pi. It won't get Q, and then next year would be the Galaxy Note 9. This is it for that. After Q, 2020, that's gonna be it. Then the Galaxy S10 will probably go to 2021. That's gonna be it.
Damn. Imagine that. Like, let's say you get to 25 months in, 26 months in, no more support. Your phone messed up or something happened to it. You're like, all right, well, I traded in now, and they be like, well, you still owe on it, so even if you trade it in, you would still have to pay more of it off to trade it in. You upside down on your loan, sir. You ain't got enough equity in the phone.
DJ said, y'all get robbed in the U.S. 24-month plans are the longest we have in the U.K. Most people still get 12-month plans. And look, here's the thing. A lot of people say pay to play, average consumer breaking it into payments. Hey, pay it off in 1 year, right? I mean, you probably pay but $70 a month on your bill, or $100 a month on your bill, but 12 months is done, right?
No, I totally get that.
Right.
It's just a fact that the companies are going to advertise and they're going to push it, and it's going to be so many people in the comment section. Well, it only cost me $20. Well, it only cost me $25, and I'm just going to be like, you stupidly, financially illiterate motherfucker. Stop.
Hey, I have a question about this AR emoji, you guys. Does this guy look like this guy?
No.
What the hell's going on over here?
Oh, God.
And those AR emojis do not look like that.
I can see so many 18-year-olds ending up being stuck with this damn phone.
Until they 21, 22.
Right.
He'd be 18 years old. He'd be 20, be 21, 22 before you finish paying it off.
Hey, dog, man, I done had this phone since I left the crib. Like, oh my God.
Woo! Hey, look, we Tech Man. We gonna bring it if you able to come on tonight. We gonna open up that invitation to anybody that want to come on tonight because yeah, we've been streaming a couple hours now, and we gotta get ready for Wired Wednesday. It's gonna get crazy. Wired Wednesday. We gonna have the ladies on, and we gonna talk a lot of crap tonight. Everybody that like it, don't like what's going on. So we gonna get out of here. I really do appreciate everybody that came. I really do appreciate Don. We do these keynote addresses all the time. So we do this every year, well, multiple times a year. I want to thank everybody that came along the ride, everybody that voiced their opinions about what they think and don't like about the phone. Hopefully, after you watch this live stream, that you got all the information you need, the pricing information from multiple sources. Also, we saw some hands-on at the event, so I want to thank Don and everybody in between. Thank y'all guys.
Also said that you could that MKBHG said you could remap the Bixby button to anything you want.
Good deal. I'm quite sure they got tons of videos out there, tons of which I didn't see all I can see. I don't see that I'm gonna watch anything.
Oh my God, TechRam, what does that sound?
I don't know. TechRam typing and swiping on his phone.
It's
raining.
Like
he's clapping.
It's raining.
Oh, okay. He's running.
I'm out of here, man. It's raining.
All right.
Bye.
So I do want to appreciate everybody, and we're gonna do this tonight. We're gonna have some fun.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have some alcohol tonight though. So I'm on the energy drinks right now, but I'm gonna have some Stone Bone Crown Royal tonight because
okay.
Do it. All right, we out of here, y'all. Peace.